sing it together. Take us to the river. Take us to the river. Take us there in unity to sing the song of your salvation, to win this generation for our King, the song of your forgiveness. For it is with grace that river flows. Take us to the river in the city of our God.
Hey there, I'm down here at Knightdale Station in Knightdale, North Carolina. My name's Pastor Steph, pastor of Knightdale United Methodist Church. And this video is a little bit for our regular folk that show up on Sunday morning or connected with us regularly on online. But if you're just tuning in, this is a place for you too. We're opening up a conversation over this season of Lent. We just started this past Sunday. And going through the next 6 weeks or so leading up until Easter, we're going to be talking a lot about visioning, coming up with a vision and understanding a core identity, a value system that we all agree upon here at Knightdale UMC. And so this video for the next couple of weeks is a bit of a chance to step into that. One, I want you to be informed. I want you to know what's going on. I also want it to be an invitation, inviting you into this conversation, inviting you into the thinking, into some of the information that we're working with and thinking about as we start to craft that. It's also an invitation to participate, because there's probably something that you know, there's probably some piece of information, some dream even, some curiosity about church or about community that would be so important to us. So it's an invitation to share that. At KUMC, we have people that live in Wendell, we have people that live in Zebulon and Wake Forest, Garner, Clayton, Raleigh, and of course here in Knightdale. And they all kind of circle together on Sunday morning to show up in praise and worship of God. It's so cool. And so from that, I'm curious, is there a place that you remember going to when you first moved to this area that kind of drew you in, was your center hub? For a lot of people, I think Knightdale Station down here has been a lot of that. Over here, there is Oak City Brewery that a lot of people come and hang out at in the afternoons. They have trivia. If you know of Prime Barbecue, that's just over the hillside this way. Prime Barbecue is a Michelin joint that is barbecue. It's amazing. There's a beautiful park over here. There's wonderful walking trails. There's a dog park. Actually, as we begin this, it reminds me of this analogy of an estuary. Have you ever heard that word before? It's kind of strange. Maybe we'll put it up on the screen so you can spell it. I'll ask my 7-year-old if she can spell it later today. An estuary is a place where fresh water from a river or a lake meets with salt water. And they mingle right there in the middle. That area where salt water and fresh water mingle is an estuary. Estuaries are really interesting bodies of water. Actually, have any of you been fishing? Do you know about those? I'll give you a second just to give the answer. This interesting thing that happens in estuaries is that there's salmon and there's bass that as they're laying eggs for the next season of fish, they often lay them near these estuaries. There's also oysters. This is where you collect oysters from, who take the muck from either freshwater or saltwater that comes together and they turn them into beautiful pearls. It's this place, I love this description, not of just protection. It adds some protection, some safety for some of those animals, but also preparation. Where these two worlds mix is a place of preparation for new life to begin, for something beautiful. I think it's a really cool analogy. I use that as a bit of a way to talk about some of this visioning process that we're going through. This is why it's so important for us to do this intentional work together. Because what this allows us to do is that as we invite other people in, we are still loving, we are still hospitable, we are still welcoming, we are still Christ-centered. That doesn't change. How we show that in the world might, very likely will. How we express that, either on Sunday morning worship or online, or maybe our logo looks different in a couple years. Who knows? But our value system stays the same. And this helps us get a lot more comfortable with the new people that we meet along the way. Here's what I know, is that as we move through change, there are people who are going to be so excited about that. They're ready for change. They're looking forward to it. They've been a part of good change in their life. And there's going to be another group of people who are just not a fan. Change is hard. Change is a struggle. It takes work. Change is uncomfortable. Yes, both of those people are true. I'd love for you both to walk into this space with the excitement and the frustration and do a little bit of patience. That as we move forward together, things will calm down through that change. Some of those things that we're frustrated about will kind of calm down and we'll be a little bit more comfortable with them after a couple of months. Some of those things we're excited about will also kind of settle into our rhythm of life together as we think about intermingling, growing, inviting new people to be a part of it. There's going to be people that walk through our door that we don't have any idea of how we relate to them. We're not sure what our connection is. We may even be afraid of what change they might bring. But if we understand what our values are, and if we take the time to ask deep questions and learn about the values of those people, we might learn we have a lot more in connection than when we realize. The other cool thing is the more that we know what our values are, the more that we know who we are as a people, and we speak from that, and we share that, the more other people that share those values and excitements will be attracted to us and want to come and be a part of this good work. So here's what's going to happen over the next couple of weeks. I want to take a few minutes each week, maybe 8 to 10 minutes, maybe 15. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm going to work with Jay behind the camera, and he and I are going to go around to a few different places. I'm going to show up in some of your homes and sit at your dinner table and have conversations about what you think church looks like in 10 years and 15 years. I also want to go and take you to some places of some people, some friends of mine that are doing some beautiful, wonderful, imaginative work of serving the community well, loving on Christ's people. And to put those conversations next to each other, we can do a little bit of estuary creation in these little videos. And it's an opportunity for you to be a part of it also. So that's the opportunity. That's the invitation. That's what these next couple of weeks will look like. All right, that's enough for today. All of this is open for you. Check back in, share these videos with others, make sure that the people around you in this community see them and are part of this discussion. We want everyone to be here. And so, yeah, we'll see you next week.
For the Spirit of the Sovereign Lord is upon us. This is the year of the Lord. The Spirit of the Sovereign Lord is upon us. This is the year of the Lord. First verse, take us to the river. Take us to the river. Lead us there in unity to sing a song of your salvation. To win this generation for our King, song of your forgiveness.